Mahākappina Thera, where Venerable Mahākappina Thera, before going forth, had a following of thousands, together with his chief queen, named Queen Anojā, performed good deeds in prior lives. Translated from Tipitaka, Mūla by Jonathan S. Walters. Read by Dr. Marlai Ouch. Therapadāna, The Legends of the Theras, 530-533, Mahākappina. The victor, Padumuttara, was a master of everything. He rose in the space of the world, like the sun in the autumn sky. With his word rays, he awakens the lotuses called things to know. With his thought rays, the leader cleans the mug known as the defilements. The fame of the rivals is slain, like firefly light by the sun. He sheds the light of truthfulness, like a gem reflects the sunlight. Like the oceans for gems, he is the future for the virtuous, like a rain cloud for living things. He reigns by the cloud of teaching. I was a magistrate back then, in the city named Hangsa. Approaching, I heard the teaching of the one named Super Lotus, who was purifying my mind while explaining the virtue of a follower who had done the deed, the admonisher of the monks. Delighted, happy, having heard, then inviting the thus gone one. Having fed him with his students, I aspired to attain that place. Then the greatly fortunate one, loudly as a swan or drum, said, "Look at him, a great minister, skilled in examining cases, falling down in front of my feet, his body hair growing upward, rain cloud colored and broad-shouldered, with pleasant-looking eyes and face, with an extensive entourage bound for kingship, very famous. With kindliness he is wishing for the place of this deed-doer. Because of this alms giving done with intention and firm resolve, for 100,000 eons he won't be born in a bad state. Divine fortune among the gods, greatness when born among humans. Having enjoyed that, through the rest he will attain his nirvana. In 100,000 eons, arising in Aukaka's clan, the one whose name is Gautama will be the teacher in the world, worthy heir to that one's Dhamma, Dhamma's legitimate offspring. The one whose name is Gabbana will be the teacher's follower. And so, having performed good deeds in the victor's dispensation, discarding my human body, I went to Davatungsa then. Having commanded righteously both divine and human kingdoms, I was born close to Benares, in a clan of servants who weave. With a following of thousands, together my chief queen, I then attended on 500 Buddhas, enlightened by themselves. Having fed them for 3 months, we afterward gave them the 3 robes. Fallen from there, we all of us arose among the 30 gods. Fallen from there, we all came back to human existence again. We were born in Gokoda city, to the side of Himalaya. My name at birth was Gabbana, son of the king, very famous. The rest were born in a clan of ministers. They waited on me. The comfort of kingship attained, I was rich in every pleasure. Told by merchants, I got to know that the Buddha had arisen. A Buddha's arising in the world, unequaled, the single person. He is declaring the great teaching, ultimate, deathless comfort. And his students are well engaged, well liberated, undefiled. After hearing that good word and paying respect to the merchants, quitting kingships with ministers, I left, devoted to Buddha. Seeing the great Jana River, full of water with level banks, a little rough without supports, a rushing current hard to cross. Recalling the Buddha's virtue, I got across it in safety. If he crossed the stream of being, Buddha, knower, world's end goer, due to the truthfulness of that, let my journey be a success. If the path is going to peace, and release is peaceful comfort, due to the truthfulness of that, let my journey be a success. If the monks have crossed the wasteland, the unsurpassed field of merit, due to the truthfulness of that, let my journey be a success. When that truth wish had been performed, the water went off from the road. Thus in safety, I crossed over to the river's beautiful bank. I saw the Buddha sitting down like the sun when it is rising, blazing like a mountain of gold, shining forth like a tree of lamps, surrounded by his followers like the moon along with the stars, like the King of Gods raining forth the gladdening sermon water. Worshipping with the ministers, I went up to him on one side, and then, discerning what we wished, the Buddha preached the Dhamma there. Having heard the stainless teaching, we then said this to the victor: "O great sage, please now ordain us. We're disgusted with existence." Well preached, O monks, is the Dhamma, for you to make suffering end. Wander forth in celibacy. Thus indeed spoke the seventh sage. When that was spoken, all of us took on the appearance of monks. We were all then fully ordained stream enterers in the teachings. Then going to Jetavana, the guide gave instruction to us. Thus instructed by the victor, I attained my arahantship. Thereafter I admonished them, the 1,000 monks along with me. Then because of my instruction, they too were freed from defilements. The victor, pleased by that virtue, then placed in that foremost place, among the monk admonishers, Gabbana's top, he told the folk. Karma done 100,000 eons hence showed me its fruits here. Well liberated, arrow quick, I have destroyed my defilements. My defilements are now burnt up. All new existence is destroyed. Like elephants with broken chains, I am living without constraint. Being in best Buddha's presence was a very good thing for me. The 3 knowledges are attained. I have done what the Buddha taught. The 4 analytical modes, and these 8 deliverances, 6 special knowledges mastered. I have done what the Buddha taught. Thus indeed, Venerable Mahākappina Thera spoke these verses. The legend of Mahākappina Thera is finished.